Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm Sarah Pavin.
And I'm Adam.
And today we're watching Mob Psycho 100 Season 3 Episode 4 called Divine Tree 1. The founder appears.
Is the founder Butt Chin Mob?
I don't think so.
Is it Sneaky Dimple?
Dimple, power hungry, sneaky Dimple who possessed somebody to be the founder of his second religious cult?
Yes.
I also don't think so. Do you think so?
I'm kind of lost on this one, to be honest. I don't really have a feel. I'm not sure if it's just somebody coming out of the woodwork, which would be a theme that Mob would discuss, just somebody dropping in trying to steal the thunder.
But it looked like it was a blonde person wearing a mob helmet wig.
Yeah.
What if it's Teru?
Oh, I never thought about that. What if it's the girl who wants him to be the founder?
And she just like
She's a
does
placeholder.
the reverse card and is like,
Yeah.
yeah, I don't know.
And Dimple's been weird this season.
Dimple's been weird. Mob called him out and he just floated away, didn't even say bye.
Yeah.
But Mob thinks he's popular now.
Give somebody a little juice, aka
He turns
Dimple.
into butt. Oh, I thought you were talking
And
Mob.
or Mob.
Turns into butt chin guy.
I mean, that animation is so over the top, but it's so true.
So accurate.
It's so accurate. I don't want to admit this, but like, do you know
Yeah,
how?
I can see you thinking, and I'm like, where is this going?
No, like, do you know how sometimes you feel good, and you're just walking around like, I am on top of the world.
No,
and
that
you're
does not happen to me. It's usually the exact opposite for me.
Maybe that's a guy thing.
I am not like that.
Okay.
And I'm not judging you for being like that. I'm making fun of myself for being just
I mean,
neurotic.
I wouldn't say I'm like that anymore. I was thinking like my early 20s
Oh, got it, okay.
when I was actually in shape.
We have a lot of question marks, but we're loving this season. So let's just figure this out. Who is going to claim the broccoli as their own creation? I hope they tell us. So let's dive in. Mob Psycho 100 Season 3 Episode 4 is coming right now. Maybe you're right.
昨日どうして待ち合わせ場所に来なかったの？
あ、おはようモブ君。
Maybe you are right.
ごめん、昨日の約束ね。すっかり忘れてたわ。
忘れてたって。
集会の前日に幹部会議があってね。そこにふらっと現れたのよ。本物の教祖様が。
え？
人違いだったのに、モブ君のこと巻き込んでごめんね。もう大丈夫だから。
Nothing like having your ego busted.
何が？え？どういうこと？
Only one. ごめん、すっかり忘れてた。いや、どうして土壇場で忘れちゃったんだ
Somebody's taking over the city.
もしかしてサイコヘルメット教と関係ありますか？
よくわかったわね。昨日街で急に勧誘されてセミナーに行ったら宇宙よりそっちに興味が湧いちゃった。
Then the universe.
みんな、今日からここは脳幹電波部改めサイコヘルメット教使用中分室よ。
それって何するんすか？
サイコヘルメット教に祈りを捧げるの。1日5分でご利益があるんだって。
なんか雑っすね。
Do
That's
5 minutes of what?
Dimple trying to get more people to pray to the broccoli and give it more power.
どうだ？そいつが教祖になったやつだ。見覚えあるか？
いえ、全く。あ、
超能力者だよな。この後他の連中はそのまま入信した。こいつが教祖になるなら残念だがもうモブの出る幕はなさそうだな。まあもういいか。まともだお前はそういうタイプじゃないしな。
それで 大事な話って
おお、それがな。
建物の写真。あ、なんかすごいひび。
建造物の回帰的な劣化現象。現場で調べてみたが、ただの欠陥建築じゃなかった。原因は植物の根。今思えばあのビルもすでに侵食されてたんだな。街中に張り出された根っこが栄養を求めて道路や鉄筋コンクリを突き破ってる。外来種かとも思ったんだが、根の発生源は最悪の場所だった。犯人は今や街で大人気の絶対的存在。
He actually did some light work.
あのブロッコリーが。
そう、つまり奴を放置すればそんな建物調査の依頼ばっかになっちまう。
それは別にいいんじゃ。
労力が多い割に金にならないんだよ。それにまあ俺たちの責任も少しだけある。モブ、協力してくれ。あのブロッコリーを破壊しに行くぞ。
わかりました。
こんにちは。どうぞ。
If I can't be the founder of the religion, then nobody can be the founder of the religion.
You mean Reagan?
Mob. They're going to destroy the broccoli.
But it was Reagan's idea.
I know, but he's going along with it.
But I don't think Mob has that mindset, do you?
Maybe Mob Butchin.
But Reagan wanted to pull the strings from behind the scenes, so
Correct.
that's a Reagan thought process.
Yeah. But I'm saying Mob's getting on board.
I still think that it's Teru.
Could be.
Originally, I thought that the girl was acting so squirrely, the journalist girl, that you might be right, but now I'm not. I've changed my mind.
No, they're under the spell.
Yeah. But you think Dimple, you think it's Dimple?
I think it's Dimple.
And so you said 5 minutes a day, meaning pray to the broccoli
Yeah.
for 5 minutes a
Because
day?
the broccoli has power or energy when people believe in it and pay attention to it. And Dimple is siphoning off that energy.
Look at this. What's the greater metaphor here? It's crazy.
It's true. It's very interesting.
Yeah.
I didn't think when we started Mob 101 back in the day that they would tackle the religion kind of aspect of things. I'm curious to see how this plays out. There's
But it
always
doesn't
a
even
hidden
have to
lesson.
just be religion. It's just like anything. People can build something into being just
It's like groupthink and all.
Exactly.
Yeah. But
Mob tackling life's biggest challenges.
真珠の一部を粉末にしたものです。需要競争に効きますよ。
新メニューが始まってるな。
At least everybody will be really healthy.
試食もあるみたい。
調味師は町おこしに気合入ってるな。
何それ。
真珠キャンディーだってさ。
ソースかけるとやだ。
ソースはいいだろう。
Don't people know that it's broccoli?
お、手作りクッキーだったか。活力が湧く真珠の粉末をかけたので、これを食べていっぱい元気出してね。真珠の粉末って駅前でも配ってたな。あ、うん。普通。よくあるプラシーボ系の商品だろう。こういうのを
You were right.
真
I
珠
was very wrong.
サイコヘルメット様。万歳。感情を即支配する強力な洗脳。こんなものを街で配ってるのか。許せない。怒ったぞ。洗脳波の発信源は真珠の方角だった。
Wait,
退治してこの街から追放してやる。
are we not gonna find out about the guy that was standing right behind him?
I think
That's why I was like, oh, it's Dimple then.
no, but I think that was not actually him, but a representation of the brainwashing that was happening.
Here I was thinking that he was just a creeper standing right behind him, and I'm like, watch out. Okay, you're about to get jumped.
I mean, maybe he does follow all the candy around, and that's his spirit. But my interpretation was that
Adam is much more elevated than me.
What do you mean?
He's much more evolved than me in picking up the subtle nuances of the show, and I'm very like, he's gonna attack him.
Literal. Sarah's literal.
Wow.
この奥か。悪いけどちょっと穴開けるよ。バリアか。
The hedges all look like Mob's eyes.
どうやらそっちも僕を待ち構えてたみたいだね。あれ、影山くんか？似ているだけか。誰？君ここで何をしてるんだい？
誰って、僕は神に決まってるじゃないか。
神様、そうだった。サイコヘルメット様、大変失礼しました。どうかお許しを。
神の存在を強める真珠を今日は見逃すからもう帰りなさい。
ありがとうございます。
今後も信仰に励みなさい。
はい。信仰、神、サイコヘルメット、真珠、宗教、空っぽ。
めんどくせえやつだな、お前も。
一度ならず二度までも僕を洗脳したな。
洗脳じゃない、これは恵みだ。
Teru's got some jam.
凡人や居場所を求める連中に
And there it is.
心の拠り所を提供してやってるんだ。おいおい、殺す気かよ。
どうせ人じゃないんだろ。
その通り。神だ。神に歯向かうなんてどうかしてるぞ。ほら、よく考えてみろ。
また洗脳か。いい加減にしろよ。お前の洗脳派、サイコヘルメット教に対する異形の念のようなものを強制的に抱かせてくる。だが強い感情で押しのければ洗脳されないようだ。
行くぞ。
What is this thing?
もう飽きやすなんだよ。人を力で支配しようってやつには。そんなことをしても神になんて、主役になんてなれないんだよ。さて、一体何者だったんだろう。
Wait, so is that anything, or is it just the idea and a visual representation of what like God is just in normal life?
Yeah, I'm kind of leaning that way. Somehow I still.
But he came and stood at the podium and talked to all those people at the conference.
Somehow I'm still thinking Dimple's involved.
I am so sorry, Teru. You really grew on me after season 1, episode 5. I am
Throw him right under the bus.
Sorry. I completely turned my back on you. Okay, I take it back.
What did you think of the message?
I mean, not to put my own beliefs out there, but yeah, that's how I feel.
But I think your first statement of it's not just religion, like that applies everybody. I think it's a fundamental, I do think it's a need to want to belong,
People
to have
want to belong.
community. And I mean, this is taking it to the extreme where there's brainwashing involved, but that tenet of give someone somewhere to belong and they will buy in and kind of lose their ability to think critically because they just want it so bad. I think that's very true. I think it's an interesting or an astute. No, we just made up a word there. Astute.
I didn't even have to tell him that time.
No, it came out of my mouth and I realized
Growth.
it was incorrect.
Evolution.
峯岸君、そろそろ休憩入っていいよ。
はい。店長。
なんだい。
Oh, that's the guy.
植物の様子がおかしいです。午前には元気だった花がもうしおれてる。まるで正気でも吸われたように元気を失ってます。原因を探る必要があると。
峯岸君、休憩だと言ったらさっさと休憩に入りなさい。
All the people with power can resist it.
まっとうに働くのがこんなに大変だとは。道端の雑草ですら弱ってる。それに亀裂も昨日よりも大きい。原因はお前はどこの木だ？なるほど。真珠。
Yep.
町中の植物からエネルギーを奪ってるんだな。放っておけば土地が死んでいく。僕が早めに気づいてよかったな。お前は欲張りに育ちすぎた。命令だ。これ以上は。
おーい峯岸くん、いつまで休憩してるんだ。あれ峯岸くん、
バカ。しつこいな。
Wait.
いつまで再生するんだ。
お前じゃ俺様を止められねえよなあ、花沢。
そうか、やっぱり君はろくでもない悪霊だったんだな。その見た目は何のつもりだ、エクボ君。
真珠の幹から受肉してサイコヘルメット教のアイコンをイメージしたんだ。霊体のままじゃ信者たちに見えねえからよ。
目的は何だ。影山君は君の暴走を知っているのか。
修行なんざ関係ねえ。俺様の目的は昔から一つ、現代の神になることだ。
そうか、残念だ。また君を消すことになるとはな。影山君には静かに成仏したとでも伝えておくよ。さよならだ。
You were right, of course you were right.
Well, it's interesting too. The show is all about change and growth, and yet here they're coming back to that idea of you can't change your true colors. So it's interesting. I'm curious to see if Mob is going to be able to talk him down, or if he's going to have to destroy him.
That would just be sad. Nobody really dies in this show. You know what I mean? All the quote unquote bad guys have been reformed in some way.
Even his dad?
Yeah.
Oh, that's true right at the end.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm curious to see how this plays out.
But what happened to the plant Esper guy?
I think he was probably brainwashed, or he hit a barrier and was knocked out.
How did you do in English class in high school?
Really well.
Okay, because your ability to extrapolate meaning from media is quite impressive.
I wrote mediocre essays with really good themes.
Wow, yeah. Good, I'm glad you did well in English, because you're very good at this.
And I never took another English class after high school.
I didn't either. It wasn't my thing.
Hit me up with that math and computer science. I really enjoy reading, but I just hate writing essays.
And he hates remembering names or pronouncing names.
That too.
何か変じゃないですか。街の
I bet Reagan's gonna save the day. He always seems to get through.
そういやお前、最近モテ始めたとか言ってたな。自意識過剰な時期ってのは誰にでもあるもんだが、
True.
あまり人に言わない方がいいぞ。数年経って後悔するからな。
あのブロッコリーを破壊するってどうするんですか。
ま、一応考
え。You're gonna do it.
簡単だろ。
あれを海まで運ぶのが僕で。
そう。安全を確保しつつ誘導するのが俺だ。
きつい作業来た。誰か手伝ってくれる人が欲しいですね。
芹沢は学校だしな。弟は？
律、今日は生徒会だからまだ学校かも。律、
いいよ。あれを持ち上げるなんて無理じゃない、兄さん。
前に
Why didn't they think of Teru?
を運んだんだ。一人じゃ絶対無理だったけど、力を合わせたら持ち上げる。
You can totally live this gigantic broccoli.
真珠の粉末です。どうぞ健康にいいですよ。
どうした？やっぱ気が乗らねえか？
いや。
頼むよ、律くん。手を打たないと調味師に住めなくなっちまう。うちのおふくろが昔庭にスイカを植えたら他の草花が全滅したって言ってたし、あの規模の大きさだ。ごっそり養分を。
分かった分かりました。協力しますよ。どうかした？いや、ちょっとね。
お祈りの時間？なんだそれは。
今日も一日幸せに過ごせますようにってお祈りするんです。
何の話だ？大丈夫か、牧原。だいたい何に対して祈るんだ？
真珠に宿るサイコヘルメット様に祈るんです。賛成の人？
おい牧原。
賛成。
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 待てお前たち、正気とは思えん。こんな遊びではなく。
まあまあ、そう突っぱねることもないでしょう。新しい意見は飲み込みにくいものだしさ。
カムロ。
兄さん、サイコヘルメット教。
Just to clarify, all the cookies and powders that are going around are tools of brainwashing more people?
Yeah.
Like drinking the Kool-Aid?
Correct.
Okay, just making sure.
Yeah. And I love this concept of the more people that believe in it, the stronger it gets. Which is
Whether it's real or not.
100%. It's so on point. And it's incredibly accurate.
Mob Psycho 100. Examining society through the divine tree.
リツも興味あるの？まさか。でも学校にも信者がたくさんいるみたいで、拡大の勢いがどうも妙でね。で、彼らのご神体っていうの、それがあの真珠なんだ。
ってことはブロッコリーを排除するのはそいつらを敵に回すってことか。でも調べた感触じゃ無害そうな集団なんだよな。グッズの販売や意見交換、宗教っていうより同好会だな。珍しいものに関心が集中してるだけのお祭り状態かもね。
そういうのを得体が知れないって言うんですよ。
もちろん警戒する必要はある。妨害も考えられるな。とりあえず素早く引っこ抜いてすぐ立ち去る方向で行くか。
Just pull it out.
糖分でも取ろう。リツ、飴なんて学校に持って行ってるの？ああ、これ？
Like, look at the picture, dude.
影山くん、帰る前にこれ。
何です？
町おこしで作り始めた商品らしいんだけど、うちの親父が県議会で試供品いっぱいもらってきちゃってね。
いただきます。
助かるよ。
兄さんも舐めてみて。ありがとう。レーゲンさんもどうぞ。
おお、後でいただくわ。
僕も後にしとく。ブロッコリー引き抜いてから。
Good thing Reagan didn't have any. He'd be a true believer.
一箇所寄っていいですか？
ずいぶん早歩きだな。
どこ行くの？リツ。リツ？この中、紹介したい人たちがいるんだ。
But doesn't he have powers?
リツ、この人たちは？サイコヘルメット教の人たちだよ。
は？
兄さん、考え直そうよ。何を？
とぼけたって無駄ですよ。真珠を除去しようだなんて。
真珠はみんなの心を豊かにしてくれる。この町には真珠が必要なんだよ。
ちょっと待て。いつの間にそいつらと情報共有した？
リツ、どうしたの？ふと思ったんだ。真珠を守らなきゃって。そしたらみんながここに集まるような気がしてきて。
俺たちをここに連れてきて。
Come on, you can reach the conclusion.
あの雨。
座ってよ兄さん。レーゲンさんも。
どうぞ、お茶も用意してますんで。
平和に話し合いましょう。ね。
聞く耳持たずか。そんな勢いよく逃げなくても。
あの場にいたら集団催眠に巻き込まれて信者になっちまうとこだぞ。お前も飴出せ。飴。さっきの部屋にこれが大量にあった。こいつでリツは洗脳されたのかもしれん。
リツが洗脳されたって、そんなの放っておくわけには。
落ち着け。まだ実害が生じた様子はないから慎重に探るより。
おい、あんたら無駄なことはせん方がいいぞ。サイコヘルメット様はすべて見ておられる。
モブ、今度は間違いじゃねえな。俺たちは監視されてる。なんだそのシャツ。なんで脱いだ？
走ったら熱くなったので。
来とけよ。学ランは防御力高いし。
I don't want to be seen with that.
どうにかするなんて無理ですよ、あなたたちには。
霊言があるんだか。真珠を伐採しようなどと企んでいるそうだな。
That's the psychic guy.
説教をして、逃げた。
くそ。もう町の大半がサイコヘルメット教の信者になってるようだな。
どうしてこんなことに。どうすれば。
サイコヘルメットは未知の能力者だ。目的どころか何を考えているかもわからん。真珠に行けば本人が邪魔しに現れるだろう。もし悪人だったらぶっ飛ばしてでもみんなの洗脳を解かせよう。なあモブ、お前サイコヘルメット教をどう思う？悪い奴らだと思うか？
いえ、悪い人たちではないと思います。ただみんなと一緒に何かするのを楽しんでるだけで。
お前もそう思うか？俺も。
でも新教祖が登場してからは違う。もしあの人が偽物でみんなを騙して崇めさせているんだとしたらやり方が気に食わない。
だがモブよ、もともと本物がいないのに奴を偽物というのはどの立場からなんだ？
Because I'm the founder.
もしかしてお前、自分が本物のサイコヘルメットだとでも言いたいのか？
いや、
もともと教祖の存在なんて虚像でしかなかったわけだろう。俺はサイコヘルメットは悪いやつとは思わないな。どんなコミュニティにもリーダーは必要だろう。同好会の会長と思えば自然だし、活動方針を決めたり円滑な運営を維持するためのまとめ役だろ。きっと大変な仕事だ。モブにはできないことをあの方は実践してるんだ。そう目の敵にするもんじゃないぜ。祭りは楽しんだもん勝ちだ。彼らに真珠が必要だって言うなら無理に奪うってのは良くないかも。
He's been brainwashed.
よし、一旦帰るぞモブ。
レーゲン師匠、もしかしてですけど洗脳されてませんか？
俺が？ああ、なるほどな。洗脳されてないのにお前は洗脳されてるって言われるのはこんな気持ちか。町そのものより住民の心が大事だろう。もはや全住民がサイコヘルメット教信者なんだから、その気持ちを汲むべきだろう。これからこの町は、この世界は真珠やサイコヘルメット教と共生していくんだから。おいモブ、俺は行かねえぞ。おい、
僕の勘違いならそれでいい。あの人もあの人もあの人もあの人も、もしかしたらこの街で僕だけが。
Love this music.
Yeah.
会いに行くの？
Are you gonna cross into the light or are you gonna stay in the dark? Are you gonna become enlightened?
話がしたいんだ。
みんな通してあげて。モブ君が歩きます。
サイコヘルメット様の声が聞こえる。影山修行は初代サイコヘルメット様だ。
初代サイコヘルメット様が帰ってきた。
サイコヘルメット様が何に？
やったー！ますます盛り上がるぞ。
She was planting the seeds. Mob is being forced to face the things that he fears most or does not want in order to save everybody else.
Do you think Reagan is brainwashed?
Yes.
Or do you think it's a bigger thing of like Mob feeling alone and misunderstood. Like a bigger metaphor for his entire life so far.
I mean, that does play, but Reagan switched his tune too quickly.
But Reagan didn't have any of the stuff.
Not that we saw.
That's why I originally thought that Dimple just possessed him. But then I was like, Reagan seeing the other side is very Reagan.
True, but he generally sticks to his guns. Something happened. I don't think he had the candy, but something brainwashed him being that close to groupthink or something.
And just the vision of him stepping into the light there at the end.
I was thinking about what you said about him being alone, and I immediately thought being great or having powers or being
different.
Not being different, but being better or having that responsibility. I'm not saying Mob's better, but he has a power that people don't have. That can be very isolating, and sometimes you're just left and there's just nobody else who can do what you do, so nobody understands. Like Reagan totes him around and says, do this, do that, do this. But he doesn't get it. He doesn't understand what Mob is dealing with when he goes to 100. He doesn't understand the pressure of having that kind of power. Like, he is alone. There's nobody who gets him.
Well, did you see the journalist's face too? Do you think she was actually brainwashed, or do you think she was like, because she's the original person who was creating this?
She definitely planted seeds for him.
Yeah.
Whether this was the initial intention or not, but this is what she wanted. And it may just happen that her intention turns out to be fortuitous and the thing that allows him, to get in and do that. So good.
And Dimple, come back to us. Okay, please just come back to us.
Come back to being funny.
We knew you always wanted this. We kind of knew you were a little evil this whole time, but I really liked him.
Yeah, me too.
Like, we need to rein him back into the good side,
He needs better friends. He needs to get back in with the friend group.
Yeah. Well, this is a multi-part, so we are going to see how this unfolds. But I love this show.
Me too. I
love the metaphors, the deeper meanings and associations with life, the bigger picture. Ugh, so good. And I know you guys have lots of thoughts, so be sure to hit us up in the comments below. Let us know what you're thinking, your interpretations, etc. And as always, we'd be so excited if you would like this video, subscribe to my channel, and stay tuned for more Mob Psycho 100 coming next week. Bye!